Now it's time for Movie Friends with your hosts Michelle and Seth. We're talking film without pretension. We're finding cats that are unexpected. We'll watch a movie, film, or schmovie, and we want you to join our journey. So subscribe and share this podcast, or this might just be the last of the Movie Friends. We're movie friends. We want to be your movie friends.
Welcome to New Release Review, part of the Movie Friends podcast. My name is Seth.
And I'm Michelle.
Today we're talking about Happy Gilmore 2 from 2025, directed by Kyle Newacheck. Now, we will be discussing spoilers throughout this entire episode. Yes, folks, there are spoilers for Happy Gilmore 2. So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it and then come back and listen to this. Our guest for today is our friend April, and she is a movie lover. And when I put out the call for guests, she requested Happy Gilmore 2. April, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Excited to talk about Happy Gilmore 2.
So like I said, you kind of picked this one. So if you don't mind me asking, what's your history with the first movie or Adam Sandler? And then how did you feel about this one?
Well, being born in the 80s, Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, all those movies have been huge in mine. Happy Gilmore was one of my favorites growing up. I've watched it I don't know how many times. So definitely when Happy Gilmore 2 was coming out, I was like, no matter what, I'm going to be watching this movie. I can't wait to see it. So yeah, I've just been brought up on all his movies and have loved them forever.
Nice. And so kind of just your general thoughts about this one. And if you didn't love it, don't feel the need to lie.
Overall, it's kind of what I expected. I was wondering a little bit, how the heck are they making a Happy Gilmore 2?
Yep.
But also, yay. I liked it. I'm not going to lie. Definitely, there's a lot of parts of it that were good and a lot of parts of it that I was like, okay, no. Like, this could have maybe ended half an hour ago.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can agree to that.
Michelle, you're here.
I am here. What? Weird.
You don't normally come on the new release episodes.
I know.
And I think that you saw the schedule.
I did, and I jumped on it as fast as April did too.
And you were like, "Can I do Happy Gilmore?" So I'm kind of more curious about why you picked this one than April, because for you to jump on one,
I know. Well,
it's rare.
I also grew up watching Adam Sandler movies, and we talked about this when we did Wedding Singer. I loved Billy Madison. I loved Happy Gilmore. And so when I saw there was a second one coming, I was like, well, I definitely want to talk about this. And I'm just so curious, how are they going to do this?
Right.
Also, it was on Netflix. So very convenient. Right. Although I probably would have gone to the theater, I'm not going to lie.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I very much enjoy these movies.
I think I would have gone to the theater to see Happy Gilmore 2 as well.
You know what else, Seth? While I was watching this one, I was just like, Seth, you remind me so much of Adam Sandler.
Wow. Well, it's a
compliment.
It's a big compliment.
Not as Happy Gilmore, just Adam Sandler. And that's a very big compliment.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So how did you find Happy Gilmore 2?
I very much enjoyed it. I watched it with my husband, Anthony, and we were laughing, and it finished. And I was like, I don't know why. I guess we both were at the same question of what were people expecting?
Right.
Like, this is exactly what I would hope and would want, and kind of thought this movie would go in the direction it did.
Well, I agree with April that when it ended, I was like, I think that could have been a little shorter. But at the same time,
for sure, yes.
None of the stuff that was added in that you could have cut, I was like offended by or bothered by. It just was maybe stuff that was like less funny. And I would not have rushed to have seen this movie had April not chosen it to do on the show. Like, I would have watched it, but And also, in April, don't feel bad.
This
Hearing me
happened
say
because
this.
of April?
Well, oh, absolutely. I mean,
Sure.
yeah,
Of
definitely.
course. Yes.
But like, I did not have high hopes for this because, kind of like both of you already said, how and why are they doing a Happy Gilmore sequel? And then I was really, really surprised. I would say that Happy Gilmore 2 is the biggest surprise of the year for me. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's like one part that I'm like itching to just, and it's the beginning. The thing that took me by surprise the most is that he killed his wife.
Yes.
Yes, literally. That is the biggest thing I don't understand.
How
But
did
I
you
do.
how did you feel about that though, April?
I love Julie Bowen and
Mm.
everything, so I was kind of like, really? But they did so many flashbacks with her. I was like, she's still in the movie, so
Yeah.
it's okay. But I was
Yeah.
like, could we have done like a separation and not a death? But it didn't detract from the movie. And it was kind of funny that, of course, she got hit by a golf ball, and that's how she died. So, I was like, well, if there's going to be a way, that's the way. So,
It's intense. It's a very intense way to start off Happy Gilmore too.
and I didn't see it coming.
No, neither did she.
neither.
Well, actually, I think she did see it coming, but
But I really didn't expect that coming because she was such in the trailers for a big. I only tried to watch 2 and then nothing else. So I
Yeah.
didn't get any spoilers. But I saw
Yeah.
her so much that I expected a lot more.
Right.
It didn't make me not like the movie.
Right.
I just was surprised is all.
Yes. Honestly, it kind of made me. I'm not like I was like, oh yeah, cool, kill her. Like I wasn't intrigued that way, but I was like, oh, as I always say, I like a movie with stakes for something that's in large part just like, hey, remember this thing. Hey, let's do a bunch of callbacks. For them to put stakes like that into it, I don't know. I kind of like that decision. But Michelle, what about you?
No, I agree. I also love Julie Bowen. I did not see this coming. My jaw dropped. I really, I was like, oh my, I can't believe we're doing this. However, I don't know how else we would have done the story to get Happy back to golf and
Yeah.
to see his evolution of where we left off to the point he got to and then to rise above. So
Yeah.
from a storytelling perspective, I thought that was a good choice.
Yeah. And I think it's Happy Gilmore 2 is kind of like this statement about Adam Sandler's career as a whole, like this guy who came in when he was young and kind of disrupted things. But now he's of an age where now he's hanging out with the old guys. And here's these other young people who are coming in and disrupting things. And like, where does he fit into that? And I didn't expect to have any kind of thoughtful, philosophical musings in this movie, but especially that his 2 daughters are prominent roles in the movie. His wife is in the movie, which she's been in, his movies before. Like, I really felt watching it this overwhelming sense of like, oh my God, I'm old enough now that I've watched Adam Sandler grow old.
Yes. And you see that through all the flashbacks too.
Yeah.
So you're watching him age on screen. It's yes.
Yeah. And it's dealing with death.
Yes.
And getting older, and then like substance abuse and pretty heavy stuff. April, did this movie make you feel old?
It definitely did. Actually, my husband's behind me, and I was just kind of talking to him about what you said, and I'm like, yes, because we've been watching Adam Sandler since he was, I don't know, Overboard was 95,
Yes,
so 20
yes.
years old or something around there.
Yes.
To watch him Yeah, it is kind of crazy, and I understand now that you saying that, I'm like, yeah, like he's now being this is me as the older guy, and the young
Mm-hmm.
people are coming in, like you said, his family, which was so cool to see his daughters
Yeah.
and his wife being in that with him too.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely makes me feel a little old, especially since we saw the first one and we're seeing this one 30 years later.
Right. Yeah. Adam Sandler's film Going Overboard. Michelle, have you seen this?
I don't think so, actually.
People hate it. I watched it recently. I love it.
What's
I
wrong
thought it was
with
hilarious.
people?
I don't know. I thought it was really funny.
It is funny, I
Yeah.
think, at
Yeah.
least.
And it's a female director.
Wasn't aware of that. Makes it even cooler,
Yes.
though. Can't lie.
Yes.
Nice.
That's often on lists of like worst movie of all time. And I disagree wholeheartedly. So, hey, if you're listening to this, you might like Adam Sandler. I encourage everyone to go back and watch it. It's cool. And there's some faces that would become like familiar faces that are in it too, so it's kind
Yeah,
of
it's
cool to
not
watch.
just Adam Sandler. It's a lot of
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, Michelle, I don't know. What about like seeing Adam Sandler, 58-year-old dude?
Everything you're saying, but also I'm curious, like I went into this with such a love for Adam Sandler
Yeah.
and such a love for the movies that he could have done anything and I would have been like, oh, Adam Sandler is like a warm hug. Seriously, like
Yeah.
it's just comforting to watch. And I feel like tonally they did a good job because right after we finished the second one, we watched the first one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's been a while since I've seen it. And so I was like, tonally, they did a really good job. And I appreciated all the callbacks and I mean, so many cameos. And it's funny,
Mhm.
April, when you were talking about watching trailers for this, I didn't watch any trailers for it. The only thing I heard a rumor about was that Eminem was in it. And I
Mhm.
didn't even know if that was true. So I really, going into the second one, I had no idea. I just knew I was going to probably enjoy it because it's Adam Sandler.
I like Eminem as an actor, but I guess the
I mean,
first negative thing that I'll say is I actually thought that he was maybe the least funny part of the movie. I don't know. You guys tell me.
I can't say much because Eminem is like my favorite rapper slash. I've been listening to Eminem since I was 10, so I
mhm.
didn't know he was going to be in it. As I said, I only watched one trailer and then I was like, no, I'm not even going on Twitter this weekend. I'm doing nothing. Um, And then I saw him and I was like, oh my God. So my favorite rapper's in this
Mhm.
and all these other people too. And I was like, I don't know if this can get any better. Like,
I love it.
I don't know, Michelle.
I mean, I don't know. Again, that's the only thing I knew about the second one. And even,
Yeah.
even when he appears, I'm like, and Ant's like, that's
Sure.
Eminem. And I was
Right.
like, oh, okay. Because again, I just heard the rumor, but
Right.
the rumor was true. So
Right.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
there's
have
a
any
ton of
comments
like,
on it.
I'm the child of this
Yes.
person
Yes,
who
of course.
you guys all remember for the first movie.
Do you like that though? Because again, the callbacks were good. And it felt like everybody involved was having a good time and people wanted to come back and be a part of it if they could.
Yes. I don't love callbacks. I don't love like, hey, remember this line? I think that they actually were able to find enough there that they didn't need to like rely on those things. They very rarely like make me laugh. It's kind of like you said, like, what do you really expect, I guess? But I didn't find them annoying in this. And I think it's because I also really like Adam Sandler and Tim Herlihy, who helped write this. I really like Tim Herlihy's writing. I think that he's pretty funny,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I agree with April at the beginning. Like this could have been way shorter. Cut out a lot of that reference type stuff. Just make it the story, which is good in itself. I mean, all the new stuff is the stuff that I found really, really funny. Him drinking out of like every possible random object. Every time it happened, I laughed. And like it just kept going and going, and I was like, this is gonna hit a point where it's not funny, and it was never not funny. Um, and like John Lovitz's little, you know,
I love John Lovitz so much.
damn you, Happy Gilmore, like just I don't know. But what I will say, and I guess this is my first question for you guys, is bringing back Shooter McGavin in this new I'm kind of crazy and lost my mind. I thought Christopher McDonald was really, really funny. And you and I really liked him when we talked about
Thelma and Louise.
yes, thank you, April.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah. You and I really liked him, and he was so funny in Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
And so obviously in Happy Gilmore 1, he's still like an over the top silly Shooter McGavin, but this felt like kind of let Christopher McDonald be unhinged. I really, really liked him. I thought that he was funny. How did you guys feel about Shooter's resurgence and then his whole arc of like going from insane person who wants to kill Happy Gilmore to like his partner?
Right. I was along for the ride. I was
Mhm.
very entertained by all of it. I thought it was an interesting choice the way we introduced him and where he's at. I like the turning point and how the fight is taking place in a cemetery. And so I like that because, again, I do like callbacks and I kind of like, all the tombstones we see. We see Grandma, we see Bob
Mhm.
Barker, we see the nursing home lady, and she
Yeah.
screams. Like, I
Yes.
thought that was really funny. And so I very much enjoyed his performance. What about you, April?
I really liked Christopher McDonald in this. I thought he was great in the first one, and I agree with Michelle. I really liked that they fought, and that it didn't also take up too much of the movie. And then he was on Happy's side, and I was like, yeah, that's great. Every scene he was in, he was hilarious.
Mhm.
Like, there's no denying, like, he made a lot of that movie because he was so funny every time. I didn't, again, expect he'd be on Happy Side so quickly,
You're right.
Yeah.
but I liked
Yeah.
it. Got zero problem with it. So I really enjoyed his character. I actually would have seen his character more than a lot of the other people's, and I thought it would have been even better probably, but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it was really good. I like him.
It's funny how, like you said, both of you said, like he just kind of they team up kind of quickly, and it's because Benny Safdie's character Frank Manatee, which is a great villain name, Frank Manatee. What he's doing to golf to both of them is like so offensive because like Happy still played golf, he just played it his own way, where Frank Manatee is like, I'm changing the entire game into this thing. And so Shooter McGavin just won't have any part in it because as much as he hates Happy, I guess he loves golf more. When he throws the hot liquid into Benny Safdie's face and then kind of like Dr. Zoidberg like runs out of the room, I was dying. I was like, that was another moment where I was like, I can't believe they're like really, wow, they're really doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shooter McGavin, he's the villain from the first movie, but Happy Gilmore 2 introduces a new villain in Frank Manatee, who I guess just has horrible breath, which is a really funny
Yeah.
addition to the character.
Gingivitis. Yeah.
At one point, he breathes into a fart detector instead of putting his handprint on a wall or doing a vision, like an iris scan. And the computer says fart detected. So I don't know. Yeah, how'd you guys feel about Frank Manatee?
Oh gosh, I really laughed at that part. But okay, so again, all going back to the beginning when we first meet Frank and he proposes what he's doing to Happy in Stop and Shop, and then Happy just flips out and throws him in a lobster tank.
Yeah.
So that, and between like finding out that Julie Bowen is no longer, and that happens, I was like, what? Wow, we're off to a start here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I couldn't. He was a great villain. I agree with you, Seth. The whole time, anytime he talked about his company and Maxi, I just hated the name.
Maxi Golf?
Yeah, I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it.
Because of like Maxi Pad?
I just,
Okay.
it just irked me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't really disagree with Michelle, except I really didn't. He's probably my least favorite character out of everyone on it. I don't know what it was. It's not that it was bad, even. It was just he was kind of a little annoying, and
Yeah.
I didn't really understand his character too much. Like, I know they had to go fight this golf thing, but he just, I don't know. There was something about him that I just was more annoyed about than liked.
Mhm.
Maybe it was the breath that smelled like farts.
Right.
Or, like, and he had funny moments, don't get me wrong, but I would say out of everyone, he's probably my least favorite character on the whole Happy Gilmore 2 thing. But maybe that's a good thing because he's supposed to be the villain. I don't know.
Right. I think I would agree with you, but my dislike doesn't dip down too far. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I was like, ah.
Well, that's what I said. It's not like I'm like, oh my God, don't have him on this movie. It's just.
Right.
So maybe he got the whole concept of you're supposed to be a bad guy who's disliked. But it's just like, I don't know. We could have done something better there almost. Like, he just wasn't very likable even as a villain, which I know you're not supposed to, but in a lot of movies you really do.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Benny Safdie, he's an interesting guy. Writer, director, producer, and he's been in some really great movies. Oppenheimer, Licorice Pizza, Good Time, which is incredible movie. Robert Pattinson, very stressful movie. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. He was in recently, but like, it feels like he has kind of like one mode, and I felt like his tone, like he needed to like exude a little more. Like, he needed to be like a little louder. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt like his tone didn't fit in this wild and crazy movie. So his like headband and goatee were doing a lot of the work, I guess. Are you guys familiar with the XFL?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
April, have you heard of the XFL?
Yeah, so I was going to say another thing about cameos is I love wrestling, so I know what the XFL is.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, Michelle, really quick rundown. Sometime in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s, Vince McMahon of wrestling fame was like, we're going to make the XFL, and it's not going to be boring football. It's going to be crazy. And it was like, I think it was like a shorter playing field, shorter runtime, less rules. It was supposed to be like more action. The cheerleaders were all dressed like even more skimpily. There was like fireworks, and it failed like stunningly because everyone was getting hurt, because it turns out like all the things that make football boring also make it like physically capable of playing it. So anyway, it kind of went away. And then recently, The Rock, also of wrestling fame, was like, we're bringing the XFL back, baby, and we're going to do it right. And like, like the team names are like all like extreme, like it's like the New York Assassins, stuff like that. As far as I know, I think this one failed too, but who knows? They might. Yeah.
For good reasons. But anyways.
So that's kind of like what they're doing here with the Maxi Golf. It's like the XFL of golf, which is a really funny, because like from football to XFL isn't that big of a jump, but from golf to this kind of is.
I never thought of that, Seth. That's actually really, really cool and makes 100%. Yeah.
So I don't know. You know how like you have different pop culture moments that just loom very large in your mind? For some reason, for me, that's the XFL. Like I just can't get enough. And like when they tried to bring it back, because I think sometimes it's like something you remember and like no one else seems to remember. So yeah, that's always been. So as soon as like this, the main story started in this, I was like, oh yeah, I like this kind of even more now. So on the Maxi Golf side, everyone's favorite guy, Haley Joel Osment, kind of inexplicably playing like the new Shooter McGavin. I had no idea he was in this. And then when he showed up, I kind of got like a sinister vibe from him a little bit. But him being like the main guy, I was just so delighted. And I thought, for lack of a better term, he knocked it out of the park. I really liked him in this. What did you guys think?
I agree. Like he was definitely a little on the villain side, if you will. And if we're gonna compare him to Frank, I liked him more. And I also had no idea he was gonna be in this, and I was tickled by it.
And I can say no different. I didn't know he was going to be in it. When I saw him, I was like, yes, amazing. Yeah. And then he was the bad guy. And I was like, yep, like he was the bad guy. Like,
mm-hmm.
April, can I ask you what was in the trailer you watched?
Literally, it was just Julie Bowen,
okay,
Adam Sandler, and him. Like, this was 8 months ago when I saw it.
Okay,
and just them going back, and Shooter McGavin. So I knew those three were in it.
Okay.
And that he was going back because he lost money. But I didn't know, or didn't have money, but I didn't know how. Okay. And then I like refused to look at anything after that because I'm like, nope, I'm going to love it because it's Happy Gilmore too. And I just want to see it for what it is and not what other people are like, oh, it's good, it's bad. These people are in it. I'm like, I don't want to know.
Right, right.
I want to see it for what it is and have my own opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, I literally just saw him like trying to crappily play golf with the kids at the golf course.
Yeah.
And then him and Shooter McGavin fighting. And
okay, cool.
that was about it.
I like that. So that it gives really nothing away. It's just what maybe you would expect for the second one.
Okay. I just saw people and I was like, oh, cool. Everyone's back. I'm happy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I saw like a clip, which was Shooter and Happy in the graveyard. And that's what made me be like, I don't know about this. Because they're kind of like saying lines from the first movie back and forth. And I'm like, please don't just be that. And listen, if you're listening to this and you are like, what is wrong with these people? This movie is garbage, blah, blah. Look, I'm not excusing any of the, franchise garbage, mumbo jumbo, Netflix, Love Island reference algorithm. I can see all that stuff in this movie, but I don't care. It's freaking funny. And the people who made it are funny. And they managed to turn all that, like the Love Island references. I thought they were all funny. And I don't watch Love Island, but I was like, it's kind of funny. Put that in there.
I can't disagree. Like, I don't watch it either, but I was like, yep, that's hilarious. It was. Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I love Haley Joel Osment, and he's such a fun actor now. Obviously, Sixth Sense, one of the greatest mainstream horror American movies ever made, and he was in Forrest Gump and Pay It Forward, and he had like his childhood career, and now that he's older, he does a lot of weird stuff.
I loved him in The Boys.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he was in that. Yes. I'm just delighted that whenever he shows up, and that he had like such a big role in this without making it like kind of an over the top character, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that was really nice to see. Kind of stole the show for me, and I can't explain it fully why. Steve Buscemi.
Yes.
Always,
Yep.
though. Always.
The
I don't know what that
dancing.
was. Oh my
So
god.
good.
When he's fighting with the Suns and then just goes into a ballet thing, and they're kind of like what's happening, and then he runs away. Like, I'm sorry, that's the performance of the year. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't disagree.
Absolutely. Yes.
peeing in mailboxes.
One thing that I actually didn't realize till a little bit afterwards was, did you notice the thing that Adam Sandler did for his son in Grown Ups 1 and 2, Cameron Boyce, where the people who are talking, the announcers, you see on their TV screen him in his Disney show.
Oh, okay.
And he unfortunately died in 2019, I think.
Oh,
So it was a very sweet touch he did, because he played his son in Grown Ups 1 and Grown Ups 2.
wow.
So
wow,
I
wow.
really, really liked that.
Wow. Thank you for bringing that up, because I haven't seen the Grown Ups movies,
They're funny.
and I had no idea about that. And so that's very nice. And it kind of plays into, like I said, the whole thing of like where he is in his career and trying to like lift up
Yeah.
the people who are coming after him. And wow, that's wild. So a face that I have seen in other films and not been impressed with, but in this movie I thought just killed it, was Bad Bunny as his caddy. Like, I've seen him a few other times, and each time I was like, yeah, okay, he's in this movie, fine, whatever. But I thought I don't know. Am I taking crazy pills? Like,
Well, I don't
am
know.
I just drinking the Sandler Kool-Aid?
Well, I guess I am too, right? But to be honest, to be completely honest, I haven't really ever seen Bad Bunny before. So when I watch this movie and I'm like, oh my gosh, the caddy is so funny. And then I'm going through like a list of all the cameos and everything and who's Sandler included and who's who. I was like, oh, that's Bad Bunny. So yeah, put a color me embarrassed over here. But what do you think of Bad Bunny, April?
Okay, so not too far off of you, because literally the only time I've seen Bad Bunny is in wrestling. He's been
Okay.
like a guest person who wrestles sometimes. So I didn't actually even realize that's who it was.
Whoa.
And when I looked
okay.
it up too, I'm like, oh my God, he was hilarious.
Yeah, right?
I am so on the train too. Like
Okay, cool.
But I had no clue that's who that was. As I said, only saw him in wrestling.
Okay, that April, we are seated next to each other on this train. That's great. Seth, I'm curious where you've seen him. You said you've seen him in things. Is it also as an audience member at wrestling?
No. So Bad Bunny's a musician. I mean, he's
Yes, I know of the
Yeah.
Bad Bunny. I just have never
I know.
seen.
Me too. But
I don't
yeah,
think it's
agreed.
the Bad Bunny. I can't say for sure, but
Sure.
so he had a role in the film Bullet Train 2022 with Brad Pitt. He was one of the killers in that. And then he also has a small role in F9, the not fantastic, the Fast and the Furious movie, F9.
Did he date Kendall Jenner?
Okay, now you're asking me a question that
April, are you? Are you a
I
fan
don't think so, but I think he did was dating Selena Gomez. One of
Okay.
them. Yeah. I'm not sure which one, but one of them.
Okay. All right. That's the only how I know of, and I won't say the Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I didn't know any of Seth's references, but wrestling he was in.
Okay. Wrestling. Got it.
Oh, so all three of us are in three different corners of the world, and yet we're all connected by Bad Bunny.
Thank you, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, Netflix casting was like, all right, how do we get in wrestling fans, people who saw Bullet Train one time, and people who think that he dated a Jenner?
Right.
Yeah.
He was really funny. He was really funny.
He was actually
was.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I don't know about this whole like waiter shtick thing. But again, to me, it never kind of ran out of gas.
It it was probably one of my favorite parts. He was really funny. The two of them together were excellent.
Yeah.
I have nothing bad to say about that.
I guess I'm just suspicious of being happy, you know, like um because I'm not like a happy person. So when I go into a movie and I'm just like, I love this, I love this, I love this, I'm so suspicious of like, why do I love this? Am I being duped right now? Am I falling for the corporate hogwash? You know what I mean? But it worked for me, man. I really dug it. Um, and I also appreciated talking again about like Happy getting older, Sandler getting older. I loved the updated Happy Place stuff
Yes.
where we see the original one with Julie Bowen with the big pictures of beer, and then she gets to comment on that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, "Oh, I guess I need some more age appropriate." And there's this interesting thing about Sandler's comedy where I wouldn't say he was ever like over the top, misogynistic type humor. But if you watch his comedy specials from the last few years and like some of the movies that he's made, I feel like Sandler has done the transition of like what we laugh at in the 90s versus what we laugh at now. I feel like he's done it better than like almost anybody. Where even in this movie, one character says to another like, "Oh, we don't do misogynistic jokes anymore," or something like that. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
again, because I'm in this headspace of like viewing this as a picture of his career up to this point and like where he's at now, I was like, man, oh man, like I don't know. I thought it was really handled really well, the Happy Place stuff.
Yeah. Do you have a happy place? I'm curious for both of
No.
you. What's your happy? What? You don't have a happy place?
Like in my mind,
Yes. Like if you have to take a
my
moment.
mind is not a happy place.
That's right. But if you take a moment, what would be your happy place?
Oh, I'm not trying to be difficult in answering you. Michelle's brow just fell about 7 inches when I said that. My happy place isn't in my mind. It's getting out of my mind and like focusing on something here you know what my happy place is? Like going to the Indian buffet by myself and sitting down and eating a nice meal and saying, "Gee, this is nice."
Okay. April, do you have a happy place?
Seth, not to make you feel anything, I agree with you that getting out of my mind is the best part.
Yeah.
So literally watching I'm a bad movie that I watch over and over because then you don't have to think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really love crafting and stuff because I just all my mind and energy goes into that,
Mm-hmm.
which makes me very happy. So anything where I don't have to think too much and just focus on that. Um, but also just going out for steak with my husband's great too. That's a happy place. Only because
Yeah.
steak's my favorite food.
Nice.
Michelle, what about you? What is your inner happy place?
Well, I mean, if I need to take a moment and if I'm going
Yes.
to follow directions to my question of like
Yes.
where happy goes, honestly, it's sitting it's sitting on my couch, no overhead lighting, Christmas lights are on.
Hold. Okay. I'll let you finish.
I'm wearing I'm wearing cozy pajamas. I have a blanket and a Christmas movie is on. It is quiet and my cat is next to me purring. And then if we were to pan,
Mm-hmm.
there's the beach with the sand and the ocean waves.
Got it. So physically you're in Christmas, but there is a hop, skip, and a jump mentally to a beach.
Well, if you look at like Happy's place, right? and all the things that are in it, when he just needs a moment to kind of recenter.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking of what recenters me. And
Yeah.
yes.
Cats in cozy pajamas sounds amazing.
Right? Like a cat's purr regulates the
Oh.
nervous system.
I have 3, and yes, they do.
All right,
April, we need to exchange cat pics
do
if
your
you're
cat
down.
talk real
For
quick.
sure.
I'm gonna
Oh my
go
God.
elsewhere.
No, Seth, I can message April after this to see cat pictures. I won't
See, it's
bore
funny
you.
because
This could
for you,
take like 2 hours,
I
so probably a
exactly.
good idea.
Exactly.
for you guys, the sound of a cat purring is like inviting. To
Mhm.
me, that's like hearing like a monster down a dark alley. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here. There's a cat.
What's wrong with you?
I'm allergic. I'm very allergic to cats.
Okay. That's
So I
like
don't
the only good reason.
I don't have the
And
same.
even that's not a good reason.
That's an okay reason if you've taken 5 Benadryl.
I go to
Exactly.
Michelle's house. I take my life in my hands.
I know. I always feel bad when
I
you
do
come
my
here.
I do my best, but I'm also not like,
I know.
come here, cat.
Sure.
Sit on my head.
Anyway.
I'm not going to go through this entire cast list because it's insane. Like,
It is.
genuinely insane. There's so many golfers also that I don't know. But I know that they're golfers. And I actually kind of liked that too, that you have like a 30-year history of this being like a big golf movie, and then you round up all these real golfers to play themselves. That kind of felt, call me a sucker, but that kind of felt nice.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree too.
We didn't mention him yet, but Ben Stiller reprises his role. And, you know, Ben Stiller, on top of the world, director of Severance and other stuff. And he's still willing to like go into this character and be so stupid and so silly. And I love that. I love it.
Yeah, it's an even more so. This is like a evolved Hal, right? So it's a whole new layer. And Ben is he just leans into it. He is down. What do I got to do? I'm showing up. It's good. It's really good.
I will say I am an absolute sucker for any actor who, has done excellent, does not need to come back and do anything like this, but still does.
Yeah.
I love it so much. And anyone any actor who likes to make fun of themselves and has no problem with that, I'm a sucker for. I love it. So it was fun to watch him play that character again. As you said, he's done so much since then that he had no reason to come back and do this. Yet he looked like he had a lot of fun himself doing it. So,
and hey, I'm sure they're all getting a nice payday, but also like getting to hang out.
I know.
With the people that you've made all these movies with before. That's got to be cool too.
Yeah.
Last person I want to bring up, and you guys feel free to bring up anybody else. Lavelle Crawford plays Chubbs' son. Like I already said, I don't love callbacks and hey, look, this person is exactly like the other character but his fake hand is like worse than Chubbs' fake hand somehow. And I almost think it makes it funnier. And I loved him in it. I thought he was really funny. Yeah. How'd you guys feel about him?
I agree. I got such a kick out of the hand. I absolutely was like exaggerated version of it. It worked for me. It worked.
I didn't mind it. I didn't have a huge problem with it by any means, but I did know going into this that Chubbs originally was supposed to be in it, and he was a huge part of it. I knew that before when they announced at first they're doing it.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a problem with it, but I was like almost expecting Chubbs. So when it was like not the same, it made me a little like, oh, I don't know, maybe they should have just taken it out and just did his memory instead of bringing this.
Right.
I feel if I didn't go into it with that knowledge, it would have been very different.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I did. So then I was like, oh, they're just trying to make up for him.
Right.
which kind of made me more sad than anything, to be honest. Because I was like, oh, he was almost there. It was like a year ago he was alive. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't think he did bad at all as his son, and I'm glad they did something. But it just didn't work for me as much just knowing, I think.
Right. So we get to the end, and Happy makes a wager that if he wins, well, if he loses, he'll join Maxi League. But if he wins, Manatee has to like buy his grandma's house, pay for his daughter's school, buy a restaurant for his caddy, just like a bunch of stuff. And of course, he wins. I don't know that I needed the big spinning. It didn't like bother me, but I was like, this is
It was not necessary.
It feels like we've gone to kind of another level.
Yeah.
As I
And
said,
then-
went a little too long. That is part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get the reveal that his one daughter has actually been undercover investigating Ben Stiller the whole time. And then his daughter and sons move to France, and he forgets to charge his battery. I liked it. I thought it was a maybe. Well, okay. Actually, I'm blowing over, but he looks up into the sky and he sees all the people who kind of like passed before.
Well, it's a tie back. It's a callback to the first one because that happens
Right,
in the first
right,
one too. So
right.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I did like that they put the people who had passed as well before
Yes.
this movie. I
Yes.
really liked that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he's looking back. He's looking back at the people who've helped him get there and the people they've lost, and yeah, I'm very curious. Like I said, I had this overwhelming realization. I was like, we've watched this guy go from a kid to an old man. And in a few short years, we're going to see what a 70-year-old Adam Sandler movie is.
Yep.
And that's crazy, right?
We better.
Yes,
We better. Exactly. Yes. You think it'll be like a nursing home type of?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, and can Hal still be in charge, though, somehow?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, hey, guys, thank you for joining me to talk about this. And like I said, I kind of went into this like, all right, I'll do this. But April, thank you for picking this because, like I said, this ended up being like the biggest surprise of the year for me so far.
Yep. Thank you for letting me on here. This was really fun. As I said, never done this before. So thanks for guiding me through. And it was a lot of fun.
Hey, you did great. You did great. Michelle, great as always.
Thank you, Seth. Thank you, April. It was so nice to virtually meet you, and hopefully we can talk cats.
Of course. I'm always up for that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Whenever I'm not around. April, where can people find you online?
Basically, I'm just on Twitter X now. I don't even know what my handle is. That's sad. It's Eliza, Lisa. You can find me there. Thank you
All right.
for everything.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hey, thanks for listening. We would love it if you would give us a rating and a review wherever you're listening. If you're listening on Spotify, you can leave a comment right on the episode. Oh my gosh, it's pretty great. Were we off our rocker for loving Happy Gilmore 2? Did we not love it enough? Let us know. Leave us a comment. You can also send us an email, moviefriendspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you thought about Happy Gilmore 2, Adam Sandler, getting really old, dying. Who knows? Let us know. You can also support the show, patreon.com/moviefriendspodcast. Hey, look, it's a wild world out there, okay? Golf balls are flying at any moment. You never know what could be your final moments. And so, before you die, okay? Just do one good thing with your life. Sign up, patreon.com/moviefriendspodcast. All right? Please. Will it kill you? Maybe. Who knows? Don't do it while you're driving. All right. Hey, Michelle, April, thank you so much.
Thanks, Seth.
Thanks, Seth. Thanks, Michelle.
Thanks, April.
Thanks. Oh, I already thanked both of you. Hey, thank you for listening. Until next time, have a good one.
Movie Friends is produced by Seth Vargas and Michelle Rubenstein. Theme music by Jean Marie Vargas. Visit us at our website, moviefriendspodcast.com, and please subscribe and rate our show wherever you are listening. You can support Movie Friends at patreon.com/moviefriendspodcast. Thanks for listening.